We have Stacey Tookey here, who always has the most beautiful, angelic, heavenly pieces. Do you think you're kind of more divinely inspired because you're pregnant?
Maybe. I have been really obsessed with heaven this year. I don't know. Year. I don't know. I mean, it's always the song choices too that really kind of gear it. And I mean, Not About Angels had to be about an angel. So I don't know. Maybe the little angels inspiring me.
It was a beautiful piece. I mean, I'm always blown away by your pieces, and I always kind of wonder whether you imagine, because I see you at the end and you always look surprised at how they look, and I don't know whether you dream it in your mind and then you kind of put the pieces together, but then you step back and it becomes something else.
Well, there's so many elements that go into it. Like, I do put a lot of care and attention into creating the piece so that I love what I'm bringing them first off. And then from there, you have to tweak it for the dancers. In this case, it was like the dream team. You know, Catherine and Ricky, they could do anything. So it was like making it look really good on them. And then it's like the moment takes itself and anything could happen. I mean, those wings, she fell in dress rehearsal. She was slipping on them. There's so many things. So you just have this bundle of nerves because everything is out of my hands. I have to literally sit there and go. But tonight was one of those times that I had so much faith in their ability, and they just, from the moment they started the routine, they were so calm and so at peace that it made me finally go. And I sat there and enjoyed it. I don't enjoy my pieces a lot when I'm watching them live because I'm so nervous, and I'm thinking about everything that's going wrong. And this was like one of the times I sat there and enjoyed every second, and they moved me to tears, and that doesn't happen watching my own work ever.
Everybody was in tears with that piece tonight. That must be an incredible feeling as a choreographer to transcend beyond the dance piece and actually make people cry.
It's my goal. I want you to feel something, and if it's supposed to be that emotion, to see people react like that is everything to me, and that's really why I do what I do.
Now, these are an incredible group. They grew up watching So You Think You Can Dance. They grew up wanting to be on So You Think You Can Dance, and they came in incredible dancers, but as hard as it might believe, they've become better dancers as they've come along the show. How hard have you adapted the choreography to that? Have you made the choreography harder because of that?
You always have to adapt the choreography to where the contestants are in the show and at different times. Like what I would create for, say, Zach at the beginning of the show till now is completely different because he's a completely different dancer. And it's also like the same thing as Ricky tonight. We've seen so much of Ricky. He's never really taken a wrong step, in my opinion. And I was like, what haven't we seen? Well, we haven't really seen that character where he's broken and we're feeling something because makes this change from this broken character to this free person. And so I was like, that is what he needs to be given. So you try to gear it for them each week, and that's sometimes the challenge of the show.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I mean, it's an amazing journey when you think that these dancers are perfect. To see them get better, it's quite mind-blowing for someone who isn't a dancer.
Yeah, and then also like at the end, even if someone goes home, like Tanisha went home one day after I worked with her, and just when she hugged me, she just said, I learned so much these last 4 days. Those words are, I think, a choreographer and a teacher's dream. So that's some of the small little like gifts that we get that you don't get to see.
And we have up-and-coming people who are building their dreams. What would you say to someone who is a choreographer who would aspire to being a choreographer versus just the dancers on the show? What advice would you give to them in growing their career?
You know, it's so wonderful now that you can put your work out there. You can put it on YouTube. You can put your work out there. You know, work at your craft, get better at it. It takes a long time. For me, I know personally, it wasn't like I woke up and I was like, I know my voice as a choreographer. I'm still trying to discover it. And so I think just by doing it over and over, and now this wonderful tool of like putting it out there and getting comments on it. There's tons of choreographer competitions you can enter, and just having great mentors. I mean, I had a really good mentors. I still do, and all the choreographers on the show I am inspired by and I look up to as well. So I think just keep being inspired and put your work out there.
Awesome advice. Stacey Tookey, we love you. We love you and we love your little angel.
Aw, thank you.
How long?
5.5 months.
Woo!
It's gonna be super fast now.
Do you know what you're having?
A little girl.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah, little girl.
I've got a boy. He's 15 now.
Oh my gosh. They grow up fast.
Enjoy the little moment.
This is what everyone said. Enjoy